Hello there, I am the Aussie Viking and welcome back to another video, where today this is going to be a off-the-cuff, unscripted, ranty kind of rambling video about a game that I have been playing a lot of recently, and that is Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Torna the Golden Country. Now, Torna the Golden Country, as I'm going to call it now, is a prequel game to Xenoblade Chronicles 2, as the title suggests. Now, this game is actually technically DLC for Xenoblade Chronicles 2, however, it's so big and is so separate that Nintendo and, is it Monolith? I think it's Monolith, yeah, Monolith decided to release it as a separate game, and that's what I have bought. I have been wanting to try Xenoblade for a while, but I really didn't want to invest myself into a 100-hour experience to see if I liked it or not. So, when I heard that there was about a 20-hour smaller version of Xenoblade that was really not cool and refined, I thought to myself, I have to pick that up. So, what do I think of it? Well, I absolutely love this game. I am in love with Torna the Golden Country. This is an incredible game. The story, the characters, the gameplay loop, it's just incredibly fun. Even the side quests are great, and the environments are beautiful. So let's start at the beginning. Let's start at the story. So as I said, Torna the Golden Country is a prequel to the main Xenoblade Chronicles, and in this, what I mean is, it takes place 500 years before Chronicles 2. So, I'm assuming there's a lot of similarities between the two. Again, I have not played the main game, so I can't tell you exactly what is there. But the main story for Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is that there's a world called Aurus. It's made up of this giant cloud sea, and on the cloud sea live these ginormous creatures called Titans, and living on the Titans are people and blades and creatures, and blades are pretty much living weapons that can only live if they attach themselves to people called drivers. So, the main story is that one of the blades, a man named Malos, has basically distanced himself from his driver, pretty much gone crazy, pretty much gone berserk. I don't know about that, berserk, but he's not attached anymore, and he has decided to go and destroy and just obliterate this Titan called Koia? I don't know. Something like that. You guys can tell me in the comments. Again, I'm not a big Xenoblade fan, I just love this game, and I don't know all the names, and I'm probably going to stuff up and make mistakes, but that's not important. What's important is I tell you my opinion of this game. Anyway, there's Malos to destroy this Titan, and he is a danger to be reckoned with. In the game, you play as this team of six characters, and you start with Laura and Jin. Laura is a blade. Laura is a driver. Jin is Laura's blade, and they are on the run because Jin is a stolen blade. He's called the Paragon of Torna. Torna is the Titan that they're on. Either way, Laura and Jin get caught up in a mess between with lots of politics, but it's not as bad as it sounds, and they decide to help Adam, who is a bastard prince, like Jon Snow, and who's a very nice guy. He's a true hero, and they decide to help him try and stop Malos from destroying the Tornan Titan, along with Emperor Hugo and his blades. He is the emperor of a Titan called Moradin, I think, or Adain. I think it's Moradin. Either way, in the game, so that's the basic story. Try and stop the Tornan Titan from being destroyed, primarily playing as Laura and Jin, but there's also Adam and his blades, and Hugo and his blades. They are the main characters. So, starting with Laura, she is a fantastic protagonist in my opinion. Unlike other protagonists, she is not like a naive, young farm boy who needs to go off and explore the world. No, she is a 27-year-old, even though she looks younger, a woman who has experienced a lot of the world already and has like a lot of her character down pat. However, she does still go for a lot of growth in the game. Her relationship between Jin is absolutely fantastic. It's really, it's a great part of the game. And yeah, she's just a really great protagonist. There is also Adam. Now, Adam is there's also the character Hayes, who is another one of Laura's blades. She's fine. She's just like a healer person, and she's nice, and she's kind of like Laura because they share the same personality. She's fine. She's kind of adorable. But then we go on to Adam, and Adam, his blades are Mithra and Minoth. Well, technically Minoth isn't his, but in the game he is. And Adam is a prince, as I said. He doesn't really want to go into the role of being a prince, and he doesn't because he's like 5th on the line of the throne. Either way, he is a people person. People love him. He likes helping people, and they like loving him. And so he's just a fantastic, heroic character. He doesn't have many faults. He has a few, like, he doesn't have faults per se. He worries quite a lot, but I wouldn't call that a fault. Either way, he's just a fantastic character, an absolute hero, and I reckon in the main Xenoblade game, he's like remembered as a hero. Also, I haven't actually finished Torna the Golden Country. I'm about 25 hours in. Yeah, I know I play really slowly because I did not want this game to end, and I'm near the end, but I'm not quite there. So I'll get back to you, maybe with a second video about the ending and what I thought of that. And the other characters are Mithra. That is his blade, Adam's blade, and she is really sassy and really not empathetic at all. And over the course of the story, her arc is to become more sympathetic through her relationships and connections with people. Minoth is this weird mutant blade human thing that belongs to a guy called Amalthus, who I get really bad vibes from, and I reckon is the main villain for the main game because, yeah, he's not nice. I mean, Amalthus is not nice. And then we get to Hugo, him and his blades, Bridget and Aegeon? I do not know. He's like a robot dude. Either way, they are not that memorable. They're great secondary characters in the game, but they do not develop very much. They don't have much to do. They're kind of just there, but they're fun. They're cool, and I like playing as Hugo. I like his fighting style. Speaking of, in the game has, of course, it's a JRPG, so you've got combat, but it's not turn-based. I forgot what it's called, but it's not live action, but it's in the moment combat where you have to quickly make decisions depending on what you're doing. Pretty much what you have is you have all your guys and they're surrounding monsters or a character, and you have to run about, avoid getting hit, and then unleash special arts to unleash different powers in succession to unlock abilities and special moves to unleash even more power and take down your foes, while also switching in and out of battle in different positions called a vanguard position. It's confusing if you haven't played the game, but when you play the game, I promise you will get it, especially seeing as the tutorials in this are much better than the main Xenoblade. I have heard of them. I have. But with Torna, the main thing with Torna's combat is how quick and fun it is. A complaint for the main Xenoblade is how long it takes for the combat to not be slow and sluggish. I don't know, like 50 hours in or something. Either way, with Torna, the game immediately starts with fast combat. The combat is incredibly quick, quite intuitive, and just really fun. There's definitely an upside to it, and you can have different effects you can give, because with the characters you can also, there's a skill tree, and you can unlock different things on the skill tree. They're like achievements. You can for example do different things. I want to keep it pretty vague, but for example, one of them is like 4 like this amount of feet with a character, and that will unlock this ability, which some of them are quite ridiculous. Other ones are just, take 30% of damage or do 110% of damage to this particular enemy on this area, and you'll unlock this. But all the characters have a skill tree. You progress them by getting affinity between the characters, making them like each other more, and like Driver and Blade, I mean, and affinity between them. And then you can do certain things to make their skill tree go up and see them get stronger, and that is so satisfying, especially when you need to like move a boulder or something, or break a barrel, and you can't do it until you upgrade your skill tree enough. Going and upgrading your skill tree and then coming back and break that barrel is incredibly satisfying, and I love it, and it's what's kept me playing the game, or one of the many things. The other bit is just how beautiful the environments in Xenoblade 2 Torna is. The environments are absolutely stunning. Between Torna, the main titan that you're exploring, which was not in the main game, and Gormont, which was, but this is a 500-year prior version of Gormont. This game is beautiful. It runs so well on the Switch, and just the environments are massive, and just you're like looking back at the camera, and with also the incredible music score. It's so good. Some of the best music I've played in a video game in a while, and that's saying a lot. Because I've played a lot of good games with music recently. There's just the music and just the world, and it's just so out there and so surreal, and the anime sort of art style also really works for this game, I feel, with like the characters being quite expressive, and it just works. As Todd Howard said, it just works. And the game's just a lot of fun, with a story that I haven't finished yet, but I know does end maybe in tragedy. And it's just an incredibly fun game, and I was not expecting to love Torna the Golden Country as much as I did, and I've never played another Xenoblade game, and I thought, well, you know, I should try it, and I did, and I do not regret it. So if you guys, like me, have not played a Xenoblade game before, and you think, well, I want to play one, but I don't want to spend that much time on it, I don't want to have to buy the full $80 game, because I'm in Australia, you know, Switch games cost $80, full $80 game to see if I like it, I recommend getting Torna the Golden Country. One, because it's a lot quicker than most of the Xenoblade games, more fast paced. However, I will mention that the side quests, there are side quests in the game that you have to do, and these side quests are called side quests, but they're not really side quests because you have to do them, have a certain amount of characters in your community. There's a community feature, and you have to get a certain amount of characters in your community to progress. And the problem with this is that you have to get a certain amount of characters in the community to progress, as I said, and you can only do this through side quests. So I would recommend doing side quests as you do the main game, not just doing the main game and then go back and doing the side quests, because that will really make the pacing disjointed, and that's not very fun. Either way, other than that, it's fantastic. And what was I saying? If you really want to have a fantastic Xenoblade experience, it's not too long and not as expensive as the main game, I really recommend Torna the Golden Country. It is a fantastic game. And when I'm done with it, I'm definitely going to go up and see if I can pick up the main Xenoblade. But yeah, that's me. If you guys do pick this game up and enjoy it, let me know. Say, hey, yeah, I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much for recommending it, because that will really make my day. Either way, I have been the Aussie Viking. Have a wonderful day, my friends, and I will see you all later. Bye-bye.